now preheat the oven. My first video was avocado sandwich, so you can go back and watch that one. That one was fun. Now I'm going to be showing you how to make
Asaro, which is a West African stew that prominently features yams, which we don't have, and plantains, which we don't have.
So we are using different things to substitute in for those foods.
Here's the full ingredients list. If you don't have anything, you can always substitute. So we're going to use sweet potatoes instead of yams and a banana instead of a plantain. So just use your imagination.
All right. When you are cooking, it's helpful to be a little bit organized about it. So we usually get out different types of bowls, prep bowls of different sizes.
Oh yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah. So that when we make our ingredients, when we chop them up, we can leave them there. So when it comes time to add them together, we're not scrambling to find where things are. So I usually recommend that when you do it, you go through the recipe and you look at sort of where things are clustered. And if things get added together at the same time, you can even put them together in the prep bowl ahead of time so that you add them in one step to the pot. Just to comment on scallions. So scallions are a member of the onion family. They have the white end and the green end. White end tends to be the more like tart oniony flavor. The green end a more milder flavor. Usually I chop off the root end and whatever sort of like discolored parts of the green end there are, and then use pretty much everything in between and you'll get that combination of flavors. About this ugly bowl here. I picked this up from the world of Rachel Ray back when she was really popular when I was in college. This is her trash bowl. You just pick a bowl at the beginning, designate it so you don't keep having to go back and forth to the trash. And there we go.
Okay, so now we're gonna start cooking it.
Right, so we're gonna use a large saucepan. I think this is a 12-inch saucepan. And we take some canola oil or another neutral oil. So if you're a grapeseed fan, go nuts. Olive oil is not a neutral oil, unfortunately.
No olive oil.
And we're gonna heat that up over medium heat.
Pour in the pan.
And then when that gets nice and toasty, we're gonna add in, it's supposed to be shallots, but we don't have shallots because this is the apocalypse, so we're gonna use some onion.
Okay.
All right, so our pan's hot. We've got our onion all chopped up in our prep bowl. We're gonna add that in.
And we're gonna mix it up until it's golden brown.
Next step is to add garlic, ginger, and turmeric together. The recipe calls for fresh garlic, fresh ginger, but in our household, even before the apocalypse, we are big fans of the frozen nuggety versions that Sydney's holding up right here. So you can go ahead and add those, Sid, carefully. Solid. After a couple minutes, next you add 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. 1, yeah, 2, and then stir it up together.
So we have 14 ounces of crushed tomatoes, and we're gonna pour it in. Ooh, we have the pepper in there.
Yeah, sorry, we also added a pierced chili.
So, something else. Mix the crushed tomatoes. You will put in 3 cups of water.
And then you're gonna bring it to a boil, and then something else will happen.
And we're gonna tell you that.
Okay? Because we don't have a plantain, we're going to take a liberty and try to find a substitute. We're just going to take a banana and mush it and dissolve it in. So it's not going to have the same consistency, but hopefully a little bit of the same flavor.
Once your stew is boiling, you're going to season it with some salt.
And then we're going to add, turn the heat down to medium so it's a simmer. And we're going to add our yams, or in our case, we have some carrots and some sweet potatoes. And then also some potatoes. And we're gonna let those simmer for probably 10-15
You're
minutes.
going to keep in the pot until the things inside of it are soft, so it's like a soup. You don't want big, like, hard chunks in your soup, do you?
We've discovered that 15 minutes was a very, very, very optimistic projection.
Yes.
Our potatoes, sweet potatoes, everything is tender. We're gonna add coconut milk. And the recipe also calls for red palm oil, which we don't have. So we're just gonna hope this tastes kind of good.
For about 10 minutes of simmering, you're gonna add in your greens. Woo!
Woo!
Let's go, greens are healthy for you. Just get big and strong.
Get those muscles. All right, last step is right before you're ready to serve, you're gonna take out your chili. And then you can add in cilantro. And we're gonna add in some lime juice. And that'll be it. And then you're ready to serve.
And you can put it on bread. It'll be yummy, like as a
All
sandwich.
right, here we go. Gotta get a little bit of the kale, a little bit of the yam, which is not yam, it's sweet potato.
So I'm gonna taste it with some bread. Take in some of the mashed up tomatoes. Yum!
I'm gonna enjoy this delicious food made for me.
Go, go! Is it good?
It's so good.
Thank you for watching today's episode.
This recipe was adapted from Yewande Komalafe's yam and plantain curry recipe on the New York Times cooking site, so you can check it out there.
And join me for more episodes of Preheat the Oven. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Have a nice day.
Bye!